We have made it back. Cobras already going already. What the? Park time officially open. What's going on? But we have made it back to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And we have got word the Flash may be open. Hey, so we have made it inside the park of Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And before I forget, welcome to my station of Ryo Vision. My name is Ryan. This will be another day at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And today will be all about the Flash, and I'll check around the park to see if there's anything else I need to know that for updating wise. So come with me here to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And I'll point my camera this way, just in case if we see any ride going up. I just saw one going up. It's at rope drop right now. We're going to be in within 10 minutes and get some action. Get on these rides. It's time to ride on, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Perfect. I stalled a little bit, hoping to get it. Nobody on the ride quite yet, but that means that's a good sign actually. So let's go in the park and check things out. Okay, so one of our first updates, Monsoon Falls. Looks like it's open. Last time we were here, there was no water in here, but looks like it is now. Good to see this. Let's see this boat drop. Thought that may end a boat up there. Hopefully I'm a safe distance for not getting wet. I've said that in the past and I still get wet. Good thing too, if you don't think they got wet enough, we have got these guys over here too to get them wet. If they don't get wet enough towards the others, you can get people wet up on the bridge up there. Here it comes. Here goes the jets. Let's check in close. So with that being said, let's go over to DC Universe and check out on the Flash to see if it's open today. It's been on maintenance most of the day, but let's go over there and check it out. The really cool thing I think about today, if you guys have not realized what kind of shirt I'm wearing, because we're watching the WWE. Jey Uso's got the heat. So today is actually day 2 of SummerSlam. I'm actually here, but I will end up watching it tomorrow to see what happens. So don't ruin the results for me. Actually, this recording of this may not come out until later, so I'll be able to know the results of it. So for those who do watch the WWE with us, if you did watch SummerSlam this weekend, leave your comments down below. I'm just so excited to see what happens. Yesterday, I did watch it for day 1, and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss won the new women's division titles. That is pretty cool. So if you will, notice how much, if you do watch my station, then you probably realize how much I watch the WWE, how much of a wrestling fan I actually am. I've seen all of them, AEW, this as well. Pretty exciting stuff. And the fact that Netflix released this thing this week behind the scenes with the WWE is quite interesting as it is. I'm on part 3 right now. Actually, I'm going to part 4 actually. And it's actually really cool. What's it called? I forget what it's called now. It's actually called Unreal, that's what it was. Unreal, it's a documentary series of 5 different episodes. It's interesting. So I'm in the middle of that, watching that right now. You guys have watched that Unreal with the WWE, become some of this as well. I'm going to see what's going on. There is a seal show I would like to see. But after that, I'll head to the DC Universe.
Tend to be a lot smaller than California sea lions. They can be about 150 to 250 pounds, and they stay around 4 to 5. And I want you guys to take a peek at the sides of his head. A really cool thing about seals is that they have internal ears. So they only have ear holes that they can open and close as they eat. They do have ears though, they're just inside. They actually hear at about the same frequency as we do. California sea lions, but they burn very, very fast in water. So those are some key notes about my friend Pirate right here. But I would love to talk about how him and Dina are working together as a team. So you might be wondering, how do we train all of these behaviors here at Six Flags? Well, the answer is offering conditioning with a focus on positive reinforcement. And I know that's a lot of words, but if you guys have dogs and cats at home, and even kids, you're probably using this every single day. What we're doing is we're drawing attention to the behaviors that we want to see more of. So Dina is asking for different behaviors to a pirate using both your hands and your words. And these are what we call cues. And when pirate responds to the behavior...
Here's the part. We're gonna go into the DC universe. Saw some rides in operation. We see Batman going on. I think I saw the Flash still under maintenance. So let's head over that direction. Superman, I saw that running. Actually, just went on it not too long ago. So I was over in this section already. When I was over here, the ride of the Flash was not working, so I kind of waited to come back over here. Haha, yeah, that's very funny. And as they make this corner, there is no fence, because the last time we were actually here, the fence was up. But not today. The Flash is back. Vertical velocity, in other words. If you guys remember, it did start off with vertical velocity, then it actually turned into the Flash, into its color. So, I just heard the word, they're now open. So let's get this opportunity to ride the Flash once again. Oh, some people were actually waiting too. It's so good to see this open once again. So I guess they have people waiting outside. Uh-oh. What sort of line are we going to be looking at here? There's a line outside. Of course, they're loading onto this section right here, so hopefully the line won't be too long.
The streets are not long yet, so you guys can pull up over the street.
The line's not that bad. I can see, if it was really crowded, there's a big line queue back here. This shouldn't be so bad. We have made it in the station, and one of my favorite spots, believe it or not, is the very back. So we're taking the very back of the spot. Back, and maybe if I get on again, I'll do the front.
Hey, this button is blinking. I'm gonna go press it now.
They'll be coming back. They begin to make their loop up
Everybody
there.
around Flash, this is an important announcement. We're all gonna say bye to Seabass. Bye, Seabass.
And just like that, they come back. Ooh. Yes, there is a big smile on my face. It is so good for the Flash being back. And speaking of the back, it is so cool right in the very back of the row, because he really, let me show you more once I get out of here. But next, I do want to try the front. It's been a while since I've always done the front, because I'm always wanting the back. Oh, that's so breathtaking. I just took in the whole entire ride, just saying, it's been too long. Has it been how long has it been now? Like a year and a half to 2 years, maybe? It's unbelievable. I am so glad that this ride is back once again. Flash is back here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. But let me show you this for a minute. If you like the back like I do, if he knows it goes straight up here, let's go straight up with this. You really get this at the tail end. And when it picks up the speed to its maximum speed, you feel the force back here all the way, pretty much to the very top up there. You can get a nice view and go shooting all the way down to the air side. I gotta say that is really breathtaking. It's a good to see. I am so thrilled for the Flash to be back open. And this side of the park is now once again fully, what's the good word to say? Well, I don't want to jinx this, but every ride's actually open today. But the Flash was closed earlier, but reopened. It took maybe 25 minutes to a half hour for it to reopen. Wasn't too bad. I was really waiting over in this area for a hope that it would actually reopen, and it did. But I just want to see what the line looks like right now. Yeah, I will probably come back over here later to try to ride the front. Give you an opportunity to see this from the outside. It does have to pick up speed. You know, it's actually I can't talk over these rides. Watch this. Here one more last time. It says 3 times. And after this, of course, it comes back into the station to stop. But the sudden stop. See this like that. Alright, it's over. And of course, what you see out here is the line. When I got over here earlier, my wait was actually over here. That's because they just reopened. But now, look upon this line. It's a lot more longer. This line will probably once.
Alright guys, push up, exit to your left.
This line shouldn't be taking as long. Knowing that it's only maybe not even a half this, but a little third of it. I say at this point, this wait's gonna be at least to here, to entering the station. Maybe like take 25 minutes, maybe a half hour at the most. So it shouldn't be as bad. And of course, this after talking to you, the ads been adding longer after longer. You see the people coming up here. This queue line is gonna get longer. There's actually a bit of a line up there in the station right now. When I was up in the station the second ago, there wasn't much of a line. Yeah, there's actually a little bit of a lines up there in the station now. It wasn't like that when I was just up there. So that's going to add extra time to you this as well too. And this priority access sometimes to the other side, which might actually take long for that reason. But there are things I do want to point out with this ride that are kind of like the same thing, what it was from the last time I went with the back in operation. I can't talk over the Joe for doing this. I like this version of the Joker there. Fun, right? But it's noisy out from the outside. they actually have their signs out there too. I wonder if they changed some of these signs. And from the looks of it, the line looks a little more long in the station. Hold on for a sec. Joker coming by. That's cool. But anyways, I wanted to mention too this as well. This ride system is pretty much the same from what it was last time. Within the time, I had a hard time getting on because I felt the strings weren't long enough, that the belt that connects with the bar that comes over you. It's still the same case. So if you are a little more bigger, you're gonna have difficulties getting onto the ride. So hopefully for your sake, you can actually get here and be able to ride the ride. I keep close with me. I'm built from the top. I have broad shoulders, that's the thing with me. But I was lucky enough to actually get on this ride, so I was really happy with that. But there are 2 sides of the belt. There's one from the outside and there's one in the very back. I can never get the belt from the very back, but from the outside I can. So those are the little tips for you guys actually want to come here at 656 Beverly Hills and ride a Flash. If you are slightly bigger, I hope for you to actually get on. I'm doing it at this angle because the Flash is wait for it. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I ride the very back, because you get that so much. But now it's actually coming back, as you can see, through the station. But this is the part I really like. Oh yeah. But I am so glad to see. I don't want to repeat myself, but I'm so glad Flash is actually back. I'm thinking of the paint job this as well too. The paint has it changed since they actually brought it back up? Is that something that actually think of for the next steps of actually doing this? Maybe do some paint work? I think it's fine. This entrance of Vertical Velocity in back of me. Let me go up more. This was blocked before with a fence, and we didn't see all this. And I think that looks fine. It's solid, and it actually screams at you that this is political philosophy. But of course, we got the flash sign over here. That actually, yeah, it looks great. I think they're doing a good job over here. Of course, I found a little spot to sit out here just to watch the flash. Am I over exaggerating this? I hope not. But again, I said it's been closed for quite a while. I'm just so happy to see the flash back open. And what's going to be happening next is hard to tell here at the park. I'm always wanting a new attraction. Sidewinder so far has actually been the last ride that's actually been here, which I think that might have been, we're in 2025, I think that might have been 4 years ago. And keep on rooting for a new attraction actually to come. You guys, what do you guys actually think? Here from, if you live in this local area, what sort of ride would you want to see? Another coaster of some sort? Would it be another flat ride? I've always wanted a drop tower over in this section, but I'm hearing from you guys, there's certain limits here in Vallejo that you can only go, which I'm not surprised with that. But it would be cool to actually get a drop tower of some sort, if not up in the front. What about the very back? So if you live in this area of Vallejo, how tall does it have to be to actually be those restrictions here at the park? So if you can leave those comments down below, or even Six Flags, if you don't happen to be watching this, let me know. I'm right here myself, because I feel a drop tower would be really cool to hear it, to actually have at the park here. Just like Six Flags Magic Mountain has a Lex Luthor, and that goes up. What is that? Does that go pretty close to? I want to say 300 feet. I know recently Superman at Magic Mountain is no longer, which is too bad, because I always like that how it would start like in the middle of the park and it goes screaming up on the throughout the park and through the very top to meet Superman at the very top. Okay, so there's a lot to talk about. I might only just cover the flash today because I don't want to make this video set to be out too long. But with this all being shown with you guys, am I getting hyped to actually come back here to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom? My reaction says it all, doesn't it? I hear the screams again and it's coming back this way. So anyway, it's here from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. My name's Ryan. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you guys here, maybe at the park. Here come those screams again. I hear them. Oh yeah. It is so good to have the flashback and back open here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom.